Hey everybody, and welcome back to some more Library of Ruina. Hope you guys have been enjoying the series thus far. Thank you for all the tips and tricks that you got provided in the last episode. I know the last episode we were kind of doing some general receptions and did a little bit of story. And I went back and actually did a little bit of farming off camera before I started this episode. And we got plenty of the discard pages and stuff like that. I got Olga's page finally because you guys talked about getting, I believe, Hanafuda's page. And it's not really used for actually equipping to one of our librarians, but it's more for use for the passives for say like Olga. So I went ahead and farmed a lot of Molar office just to get the discard stuff because it is, you guys did mention that it is okay for the area that we're in, but we're eventually going to move on from it. But I went ahead and did a little farming. It took me like maybe 10 minutes. The game makes it, once you have an overpowered employee, well, not overpowered, but you know, extremely powerful employees. I keep calling them employees, they're librarians now. But anyway, once they're at a certain strength, you can just kind of breeze through the previous things you've done and farm it if you need to. So I kind of watch it, kind of see what the AI does. Granted, I don't think the AI, I think it just kind of throws around pages. But anyway, I digress. What we have done, though, I have actually added Pixel Gamer to the mix. So Pixel, welcome back to, I guess, the library. And if you want to change your appearance, let me know. I also changed Bong Bong. I think there was a request for Bong Bong to be as pale as possible comparatively to the employees of the Lobotomy Corporation. So we did that as well. And then I really need to add back Plague. And I think Jincy wanted to go up a little bit higher, so we're gonna wait for you to get there. And if I did forget anyone, please let me know down below. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep going through the comments, make sure I've picked up everyone. But so far, that's what I've got. I'm already in the stage play section for the Church of the Iron Cog, Church of the Cog. You got, I mean, the story that we had last time. So, but except we're doing the full stop office. You said these guys have somewhat of a gimmick here with their guns. So, you know, we have 30% chance to boost blunt damage by 1 and then gain 1 power for the first scene. Gain 2 power for the first scene and then gain 1 power for the first scene. And then, you know, just, of course, the pierce and blunt damage bonuses. So we can have their cards here. It looks like old Leeway here uses a sword, but it looks like Stefan or Steven. Stefan? Probably Stefan. And Tamaki, they have guns here. So let's take a look. So we can see here single-use pages exhausted and use. Exhausted pages are removed from play until the end of the act. Oh, but they're extremely powerful. So, inflict 2 fragile. All right, so we just have to worry about them doing a bunch of damage all at once. We probably want to take them out as quickly as possible, and honestly. Granted, I think you guys mentioned that they kind of become useless. So yeah, I see. Wow. Yeah, they become really, but I mean, I'm sure they have a certain amount of life, but yeah, we just gotta be careful because they're more burst damaging, and once they're out, they're kind of out for good. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. I'm gonna use the I'm gonna use this office right here, or not office, but the floor of history. Yeah, with Malkuth and Kevin. Actually, is this the floor of history? This is history. No, this is literature. This is history. Yes, yes. Okay. Anyway. It's been a long week, guys. I do apologize if I'm kind of scatterbrained. I'm still catching up from, we had our Cat Mochi spade, and yeah, it's been something else. But before we jump in, you guys know the drill. Liking, commenting, it does help the videos out. And if you guys want to check out a mystery investigation roguelike game, we did release an episode of the Blueprints. Go check that out if that's something you're interested in. Really fun game, really cool. But otherwise, let's go ahead and jump into library. So begin the stage play. What we got here? So yeah, here's the tutorial. Melee page icon. So we can see it's a melee page, the more common type of combat page. When a melee page clashes against range page, its offensive dice cannot be damaged with the ranged opponent immediately, even if it wins in a clash against their offensive die. However, the melee die will be retained upon winning a clash and moved to the end of the dice key for your use. So if we clash with them, we stop the attack, but it moves back and it'll continue on. Okay, makes sense. Range pages will always be played before melee, regardless of speed. Less common combat pages that perform attacks at a distance. Even if the offensive die of a range page loses in a clash against the offensive die of a melee page, the range user will take no immediate damage. Makes sense. However, the opponent's melee die will be retained. Yep, so we just read that. So really, we want to try to clash with them if we can. So let's turn quick mode off. We don't want that anymore. Let's turn our 1, 2, 3, 4 on, or 1, 2, 3. And let's see what's going on. So we have everyone going towards Malkuth. Excellent. So, I mean, we can't clash with that. I'll be honest, I mean, I don't see a way where we win in that scenario. I mean, all I can do is probably put some defenses up and hope Malkuth doesn't get hit. I mean, we just go for an absolute onslaught. Granted, they're kind of weak, so, you know, we'll just kind of throw a bat at them. Why not? I think I'm going to save some light for when we get some more pages. And then for Bong Bong here, so we have some new things. We inflict 3 bleed. I mean, this is going to be incredibly powerful when we get the ability to use it. We don't want to use anything that's going to heal yet because Bong Bong doesn't want to heal. So I think I'm going to go for you next. And we don't have a 2, so I think we're going to just try that and see how this range thing works. So yeah, that hurts a lot. Oh, that hurts a lot. That's okay. We're a little bit bleeding, but that's okay. That's our shtick. Malkuth is already staggered. Malkuth is probably pretty far behind comparatively to Kevin and Bong Bong here. Just because I haven't updated Malkuth, so honestly, I probably should have done that beforehand. Whoops. So what do we got here? We got another gun. 1 to 8 damage, not terrible. We can actually somewhat deflect that, maybe. We'd like some... Yeah, we're going to try using some more fire damage on you. Now, Bong Bong's being attacked by you. You're doing a 3 to 7. I honestly think we could... I think we could do pretty good on that. We could use tailoring. No, we can't. We don't have the light yet. So I'm gonna use head to head. And yeah, I think Malkuth is not gonna. Yeah, Malkuth is almost. Holy cow, those are good. I mean, granted, I know it's just burst damage, but still deflect, and then we'll throw some heat back at you. We're gonna get through you and clash. Okay. Ooh, not great. We can go for some burn, which I think I'm going to go on Kevin. Kevin's got some burn in his deck. We're going to roll. We do have 6 to... Cow. Jeez. We want to try to clash with this. Do we have anything? Yeah, we have a 3 to 7, which could do pretty good. That could do pretty good, so we might try to do that. We can't really deflect this. I don't see a... I mean, if we get lucky and they low roll, then maybe we can try that. No, it's not happening. Kevin can do 5 to 7, block that. Gotta get hit by feeble, but if we can evade it, yeah, we'll try the evade die on that one. And then if we can get breakthrough, you're weak to piercing. Then we'll try to hit some paralysis. Sure, we'll try that. All right, 12. Yeah, that's not happening, but hey, Bong Bong goes right through it. Not even affected. And we clash, perfect. Second clash. And third clash. Man, Bong Bong, you're killing it. Max damage. Oh, yes. That was excellent. Good job, Bong Bong. Straight through you. Max damage. And then no paralysis. Oh, wait. Okay, we still had some more there. We got a paralysis on them, too. All right, so upon winning a clash, deal bonus stagger damage. You know what? Bong Bong is going really, really hard on those clashes, so we're going to try to do that. Oh, but Kevin's being attacked. Okay. We got a 4 to 7, and we've got a 5 to 12 being attacked on this time. We can go for a burn, or we can try to go for an evade, which would be very, very beneficial. So we're going to try to go for that evade and see if we can get through it. And then we're going to go for gunman. Yeah, we'll throw some burn on them. Okay, Bong Bong is kind of open to do whatever here. These guys are probably running out of pages. They probably still got some, though. I mean, we could... Oh, yeah, we could... Yeah. I mean, that's... Okay, hang away. That's doing bleed, though. Let's do a recovery, because then we'll stagger them. And then we'll do tailoring on the next turn, and we'll use now die on you? Yeah, on you. Let's try that. Max... Man, Bong Bong is killing it today. I mean, granted, I know I couldn't understand what you guys were talking about, how, what was his name? I can't remember his name. But you said something about the art on him. Ooh, wow, max damage. Okay, that's fine. We're getting through it. We're going to stagger you, which is perfect. We're healing a little bit. Yeah, Kevin's not getting through that, but we do have the teddy bear passive, so we're going to be good on that. They're staggered. So now we can kill the gunman. Not really worry about that, which is going to be good. Sure. Yeah, footfalls. All right, so both of these guys are staggered. We can probably take them out. I'm going to have Bong Bong try to destroy you. And then we'll go for... Oh, I mean, we're just going to recover HP. We'll take you out, and then we'll have Kevin take you out. I think we'll be good to do that. We're not really doing a clash. I mean, technically... I wonder if we could switch you over. I mean, we're just going to... I think that should go for the kill. If it doesn't, we could be in danger. We really want to go for the kill on these things. Either way, there's going to be people dying here. I'm going to go try to kill you. Yeah, we're going to try that. Ranted. Yeah, okay. Bong Bong is just that strong. Wow. All right. Yep, that's going to finish you off with the burn, which is good. Bong Bong may not finish you off, which is fine. But we've got the other two, and yeah, we should be home in the home stretch now. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to Skip on Bong Bong. Ooh, are we out of attack die? Ooh, we blocked it with... Okay, cool. Oh, we have attack die or attack pages? No, we got this one. Okay, good. Good, good. And then we'll just go for that. You're doing some kind of single shots. Bong Bong's taking damage, but deflecting it, I believe. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of cool when Bong Bong clashes. I don't know what's with all the blood pages and everything, but we got a victory. Curtain call for the reception of Full Stop Office. That could be really good for bursting enemies down. And I can see how that's going to be fun. We need probably... Oh, I forgot Malkuth died at a very early... I need to update. Maybe we could Malkuth the guns. Alright, anyway. You know, I probably should have done this last episode so the story wasn't so broken up. So I do apologize on that. But let's go ahead and try to get through it. Stefan fellow turned into a book just as he expected. Keep railing at the world to the end, yeah. I think one of you mentioned this Stefan was just kind of a mood. I think it's wrong to blame the world.
자신의 불행에 대한 책임을 세상에 떠넘기는 마음이 약해 보여서
안쓰럽다고 한 건 아니야. The world was pretty bad. I mean, I guess I can understand that for him.
애써 세상을 탓하지 않으려는 내가 안쓰러워서.
난 세상을 저주해.
I mean, Angel, that's fair. You have reason to. Same, to be honest. Oh. Okay, that was it. So what can we do for Malkuth here? Well, let's go ahead and try to burn some books here. And we're going to see if we can get anything good out of this. And I might try to farm these guys just a little bit because I don't think they're going to be... They're kind of gimmicky to an extent, but they can be good for just burst. And we're definitely going to need to farm a lot more books just to get more of them. But, okay, so we got Leeway's page, we got Tamaki's page, and we got Stefan's page. Perfect. So I got to figure out how to best use these guys because they have Blind Fire and Snipe. So you can have one person. What you could do is you could have one person. Granted, I think it's a total of 6, so we couldn't combine these two together, the Snipe and the Blind. Well, no, because I think they actually don't count. Yeah. So we could technically use Leeway's page and then get these 2 passives on it, and then have someone specializing in a gun and just burst people down. At least that's what I think in my mind. I don't know what to play with that. Let's take a look at Malkuth here. I'm gonna play around and I'll show you guys kind of what I come up with, and you guys can judge it in the comments down below. I know it's kind of hard. We're not like obviously doing this live, but I'm gonna work with this and see what we can make out of this because I think Malkuth. I think it's time to switch out the pages. I think this is why pages have done us really good so far, but I think it's time for something new. Okay, so I kind of made a basic kind of range page, but we weren't able to get the other passive from, I believe it was, I can't remember their name. Was it? No, I don't remember. But yeah, so we just use Snipe because it gives a good burst at the beginning of the scene. And if you only have one stage player going, well, I mean, granted, if it's the scene, you know, you go stage play to stage play, but still, I feel like this will be very good to at least get some burst damage down so Bong Bong and Kevin can go ahead and wrap them up. Now, the thing that I want to check out is that, yes, we have this. So I'm going to save this as a page. What I want to know is because I believe we have, I could be wrong. So, you know, this is Clash. I'm going to look through all my abnormalities real quick, and I'm going to kind of sit with my thoughts for a second. Boy, oh boy, okay, guys, I went down a rabbit hole, and it's been a while. I don't know how long. It's been maybe 30 minutes since I started talking in. But anyway, things are a little bit different. I went down a rabbit hole reading a bunch of different kind of theory crafting and build crafting, and yeah, I just kind of got out of hand. I know I'm in the Urban Plague, but there's a lot of cool stuff that I didn't realize out of, you know, just kind of initially. I mean, you guys have given me so much advice and everything else, but how important these passives are incredible. So let me walk you through it. So right now we have our mainline squad. We have Roland, Danzy, and Hostile. And we have Mars, we have Walter, and we have Olga. So I learned about kind of the different passives and what they can do. So, you know, we have like in times like these, double kick, best choice, flaming bat. These are good for, I guess, you know, they're kind of self-explanatory. You get HP and you get the ability to possibly get some burn going off. So that's good. You get some extra damage with double kick. But in times like these, 3 pure pages are in hand at the end of the scene. Gain 1 strength the next scene. So, I mean, that just gives you extra strength over and over again. And especially with the discard page, this is so good. Danzy is more of like is kind of a, like I said, with Walter, very much defensive, help us bolster our backline and stuff like that. So that's what Danzy's going to be doing. And then Roland has Mars's page, so, you know, got some attacking, some deflecting, good at the stuff like that. So I kind of was going off based off, you know, kind of suggestions and what, you know, what's good right now, and kind of going back for what you guys have said. So, you know, the Olga's page, especially when we get to, I believe, Hanafuda, is going to be, we'll update this with some different passives and stuff like that. But for right now, this is how it'll go. Like, this is a decent discard page for right now. And then we have the second team, which we were using Malkuth a lot, but now it is the, I like to call this the cleanup crew. And then we have Bong Bong, who is Sikkim. These names are coming from the fact that I've kind of finally saved up some of these pages here. So we have cleanup crew, who Kevin and Malkuth will help. So like, just in case, you know, our front team dies in a act, this team will come up and kind of just sweep them up. And of course, I named Bong Bong's page Sikkim just because, I don't know, Bong Bong goes, when Bong Bong fights, you know, I was doing some farming and stuff like that. And when Bong Bong fights, it's like a rabid animal. I mean, Bong Bong is going crazy, deflecting, obliterating anyone that Bong Bong comes across. So anyway, yeah, so I just said Sikkim, and yeah, we're keeping Bong Bong like that. I was gonna say, oh yeah, we'll have 3 fire lines, but like, no, Bong Bong, this, I don't know, I like this. This makes me happy. I don't know why. But anyway, that's kind of the status of what's going on here. And I want to try to not use guides as much as possible, but I do like to look up the stuff and read and what people have come up with, what you guys suggest. And I don't know, I love reading about build crafting and stuff like that. I play Monster Hunter, I've played Destiny and all those other games, and build crafting is always one of those interesting things. I'm not too great at myself, you know, sometimes I'll come up with things here and there, but I don't know, I like to see what other people have done. But if you guys want me to try and not do that, I will gladly do so. But I don't know, I went down a rabbit hole, I started reading, like, oh wow, this actually sounds pretty good. So yeah, anyway, we're going to go back here, and I believe we're going to go to this one. I can't remember if we've done this one, or I think we have. Yeah, we have done this one before. I believe we saw some of the story beforehand. Yeah, so this is the Dawn Fixer, and he absolutely kicked our butt last time. We still got some of his books. I'm not going to go through the story again. We've already seen it. If you want to see that story, you can go back to when we first started Urban Plague. But we're going to skip this and see if we can have a revenge match and see if we can beat them. So yeah, we have Salvador, Yuna, and Philip. I think Yuna was actually the thumbnail for that one with her cool CG art. So we're going to see how this does for Roland, Danzy, and Hostile, and see if we can get through this. We can see that we have, this is, I mean, Salvador's page is really cool in my opinion, but I would love to see more burn builds. I don't know if they're going to be very, very useful moving forward, but I would love to see if we can get Salvador's page, because, I mean, that's kind of insane. We have Philip, of course, and then we have Yuna. Just a bunch of burns. So we have, you know, kind of some passive healing going on with, you know, cover 2 HP at the start of each scene. So that kind of helps. Not too much, but we'll see how it goes. So let's see if we can do better this time around. We're going to roll the dice. I'm going to turn quick mode off because I'm always farming. Excuse me, my voice was going out. All right, let's see what we got going on here. So we have, I think it was automatically was saying what I should do. So we can restore one light. We don't need to worry about restoring light at the moment. We can't retaliate just yet. Did it automatically pick pages for me? Did it? We should have 3 light to spare. I did. Okay, so yeah, quick mode off. Let's turn all that off. All right, so Danzy is being attacked quite intensely. We do know Salvador's attacking. We could try to evade that, but that's gonna be very tough. I mean, it's a 1 to 10. Oh boy, I think I'm gonna try and evade you. Actually, you know, you're attacking this die, so if we do take this dice off, give me that page back, and we do the 1 to 10, that should evade. Salvador's attacking you, 1 to 6, 1 to 6. I mean, we can try. We'll gain it. Oh, well, actually, we know that's our only light that we can use. And you guys said that we can somehow move the pages around, so we have commandeering. Give 1 protection to allies in the next scene, so I think I'm gonna go for that, and we can try and clash with you. We of course can't use any of our other speed dice. All right, so here's where we're gonna learn where discarding. So discard all pages. Not sure if we want to do that. Discard page with the lowest cost. We'll discard this one, or discard this one with the lowest cost. So we'll either discard Gamble or we'll discard Fierce Onslaught. And I think I might go. What are you guys weak to? You're weak to. Not really much. You are weak to blunt those, so we will probably go for this one and attack you. You did switch your page around though, so maybe instead of using... No, we still want the protection on allies, so we'll do that. And then... Let's see, is that all we can do? Yeah, that's all we can do, so... Oh, unless we have 2 light here we can spin. We do a Fierce Onslaught after that. So we'll discard Daring Decision. We don't discard all pages. We'll only discard... It'll discard both Daring Decisions. I don't know if I want to do that or not. I think we'll wait on that. Go ahead and hit play. We are going to go max damage. Good job, Hostile. Got some 2 burn on there. We are going to evade. Going to evade. Going to deflect. And then we're going to get some good damage off. Of course, that is piercing, so it's not very good. Ooh, max damage. That's okay. Maybe we can block it. Perfect. And then we'll do some piercing back. Now, what? This guy, he's going to hurt us. Well, I already forgot his name. It's not Isadora. Salvador, right there. Come on, Stabs. You can read. All right, let's try again. Danzy's being attacked. We could use 3 to 7 on that. Then we can hit some bleed. 3 to 6. 2 to 7. It's going to inflict 2 burn. Probably try to go for you since you're going to be... Granted, we're doing slashing damage, and slashing is not too good on you. So we're going to go this, try to defend, dance from that. And of course, we'll do a Restore Light on you. And at least do some blunt damage. All right, so this dice is being hacked. Salvador is pretty resistant to everything. We can discard all pages, which I really hate that these 2 are on the same thing, but we're going to try to go for all-out assault there. Then we'll just kind of let that play out. Feast, recover. No, we don't need to recover too much right now. I'm trying to do Blade Roll for paralysis, so I think we'll try and do that. I go for Isadora first, or Yuna. I don't know why I keep thinking this is Isadora. Isadora's a way back when. Yeah, I think we'll try to go for you. We have 2 more light we can use. We can use Feast to recover some HP. Sure, let's go for that. Because I'm going to try to get them out as soon as possible. That should definitely matter. Okay, yeah, that was about to say. That, there's no way you're getting through me on that one. No, yeah, perfect. Okay, blocked all that. Evade. Deflect. Max damage, that's okay. And then we'll do some max damage back. But we're doing 7 burn. Oh, that hurts. Okay, we'll restore some light. Max damage, good. Okay, slash damage. The thing is, they're resistant to a lot of stuff, so until we can stagger them, we need some clashing. All right, so what do we got here? We have some new abnormality pages. We haven't seen these in a while. Yeah, let's do the successful attacks, and I think I want to put that on... Hostile. Hostile is pretty healthy and can get a lot of attacks off. Danzy is okay, not doing the best. We want 3 successful attacks. Now, these are pretty low-costing attacks. Now, if they don't switch over to Hostile, we want to do some stagger damage. So, yeah, I think that works. Yeah, because they're not attacking that page, and then we'll just do that one back. Actually, wait a minute. This is slashing and blunt, so I'm going to switch that over there. That should work. Okay. Now, Salvador's attacking Danzy with a pretty intensive attack. We're going to try and block that with that. If not, then we'll just have to call it a day for Danzy. Oh boy, deflect. Kevin's being attacked by you, so we'll try to deflect that. And then you're attacking as well. That's piercing. You're pretty resilient to piercing, so I may not even want to... Hang on, let's take away this page. Let's use it on you instead. And do piercing on Yuna. Let's try that. Okay. So Danzy should be able to evade that. Perfect. And then, ooh, but we're not getting through that. That's for sure. We have 11 burn on us. Ugh. Yeah, Danzy's taking a lot of damage. We did max damage to you, and we staggered. Perfect. So we can do some good damage next turn. Now we need to see if Hostile will get through this. They will. And that's going to do a stagger as well. Perfect. Roland is going to take some damage, but that's okay. Roland's going to do some damage back and possibly kill. Yeah, that 4 burn's going to get her. Max damage. And that 4 burn's not going to kill, but yeah, okay. We're doing good. Doing a lot better. From slash attacks? Yes, I'm going to put that on... Danzy is going to be dying to burn, so I'm going to put that on Roland. There's not going to be much we can do for Danzy, unfortunately. I probably should have put... Yeah, I probably put a shit on that. Probably should have put that on her. Wow. Okay. Anyway, speaking sword. On Clash. Yeah, we're going to try. And then we're going to go for gain 2 endurance. Nope, because we are alive. That's fine. This guy is not going to die, but he's electrocuted, so we might wait and just go for a full assault on Walter. I think that may be better. I'm going to go use this one, because that's going to be a lot of damage. And honestly, we just go for that one too, because if we don't have to worry, if we don't have to discard anything, then yeah, it's fine. On Clash Win, we're not clashing. So I might just go for a feast and save our light. Okay, so we will clash. So actually, let's do that instead. If that switches over, then we can get a clash and possibly do well. Good, good. And then pierce through that, get through that. Okay, good miss, good miss. Oh man, that evade, love it. Okay. And Hustle should be able to get a stagger here. Perfect. And honestly, a kill. Yeah. Man, that discard deck is really, really good for right now, I guess. I know you guys said it falls off, so. No, we don't worry about that. Defensive die gain, power, receive, stagger damage when hit. Yeah, I'm gonna put that on Roland, because Roland has a lot of, granted, at this stage of the fight, I don't really think it matters, but, you know, each their own. We're just, yeah. Every dice you can, just throw it at him. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I know you, I feel bad because he was just trying to make tea and just trying to enjoy life, but anyway, that's it. We beat him. Revenge match over. All right, so let's see what kind of story we get out of this. Current call for the Reception of Dawn office. I'm kind of curious if there's going to be anything good coming out of these. We didn't get a lot of books, but we also got some bloody headwear for Roland, so that's quite nice. So that Gramp still hasn't changed after so many years. They seem to recognize. Yeah, that's what I'm worrying about. If anyone's going to recognize Roland yet. Okay.
그걸 게다가 그냥 해결사도 아니고 발이 넓은 하라범 같은 사람은 더더욱 힘들 거야. 굳이 기억할 필요도 없긴 하지만.
Oh, he needs to though.
나이가 나이다 보니 가물가물한
Memory probably got shaky because I think he forgot someone when we first did that story. He forgot about someone. I can't remember who exactly it was.
그럼 너는 왜 아는 척하지 않은 거야?
Why didn't you say that you knew him? What was the point?
그냥 일 버리기 싫어서.
Make a scene.
이런 곳에서 아는 척 해봤자 서로에게 불편해질 뿐이잖아.
Fair enough.
전장에 나가서 적군에게 대뜸 안녕. 난 네 3년 전 친구였는데 기억나?
Hi there, we're just friends 3 years ago, remember?
당황스럽지.
Yeah, that'd be kind of awkward. Yeah, Roland just wanted to kind of get the job done.
그렇게 맺고 끊음이 확실한 거 싫진 않아?
그렇지. 정에 매달리는 건 진작에 그만뒀으니까.
Give up caring about bonds long
그리고
ago.
누누이 말하지만 서로 농담 주고받아도 언제 당할지 모르는 세계야.
You never know when anyone will backstab you in this world, even those you casually joke with. I mean, with everything we've seen so far, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Gramps do better than anyone, I'm sure. Oh, we got 2 abnormality fights to go. Okay. Ooh, so Hod and Nedzak may get another librarian. Interesting. I wasn't expecting them to be the first ones. Book of Spiderbud. Oh, that's right. Okay, so we don't know. I gotta update you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna do some more page editing real quick, and then we're gonna go fight some abnormalities. So yeah, we gotta take care of Hod, and these guys. I might try, if we have enough pages, I might try to do something similar that we have up here. Obviously, we can't use Mars, we can't use Olga, but we can definitely use another Walter for this one, because I've saved these. So they, I've saved Walter's page so we can import them, because if they're good, then we can use them for different floors. Like I said, obviously Olga and Mars's page, they're unique, so we can't carry those over. But I'm gonna try to do some work here, and I'm gonna see what I come up with. Okay, so I did some more farming because I wanted some more of Salvador's pages and everything. But Vicky is now Salvador. I'm gonna have to get some passes on here. There's some passives that I want to get that we just kind of generally have. So what I think I'm gonna do, and kind of what I've been reading, is that Salvador is almost kind of a replacement for Walter here. So what we can do is we can go in here and say, hey, we don't need these anymore, because you can only use these passives over all so much. And what it looks like is that, you want to replace pages eventually. That's just how it is. So at this point, I was trying to figure out in this game, wow, there's surely a lot of employees that we got to fill out, but not necessarily. After learning how to use the kind of loadout system properly, you can easily just switch loadouts between people. They just get a page and they get those powers, basically. That's kind of how you need to think about it. So, in times like these, I believe is a very good one that we've gotten several times. I have to find it, but oh yeah, I don't even remember where we find these things. I think in times like these it was rain. Yeah, so rain. Getting these different pages and stuff, it helps. We can go down to Lulu and get Flaming Bat again. But you only have so many of this. That's not Lulu. That's Lulu's friend. Where's Lulu? There's Lulu. But yeah, getting these, they help a lot. And the thing is, if you want to use all these passives, you can make builds for every single employee, but in all honesty, there's just things that are really, really good that you want to use and just switch between them. To an extent, I'm not sure how I feel about that, just because I don't know. It's one of those things where it feels like you're kind of locked into one thing, which you're not. You play the way you want to play, but this is a hard game. You want to play optimally. If you play suboptimally, you're gonna have a harder time. So, you know, we can go to Evan here and saying, yeah, I could use this Young Me's page that I made and stuff like that, or I can just transfer over the ones that I know work really well that Hostel Hostel's wearing, which, you know, now that I think about it, I need to actually save this page again, Vicky's page. Save current setup, that's Salvador, because it saves all your passes and stuff like that. So that is really nice. But yeah, I mean, I can just go over here. I can say key page, like, okay, we're gonna go do this fight. You know, we want, let's see, where did you guys go? So that's Amaki's page, Olga's page. So, you know, we just unequip and equip quite easily. That's Mika. We don't Mika. And then Hod could wear, let's just say, where is Mars? So Mars is all the way down here. And Mars is really good for a while, it seems like. So we have Mars, we have Olga, and we have Salvador. So, you know, we have 3 gold pages now, orange pages, whichever you want to call it. But yeah, I can kind of see where you don't have to dress up all your employees, and as you go through, and you can easily change these around based off the abnormalities you get as well. So yeah, there is that. Like I said, if you guys want me to try to theory craft a lot of my, it takes a lot of time to do that kind of thing. And I want to make sure that we aren't stuck, you know? So I do the farming, I get the pages that I need. I kind of read what the community suggests. I mean, you guys are the community as well, and you guys make these suggestions, and I build off based off them. We're playing these games together, but like I said, you don't know, just let me know your feedback down below. Otherwise, let's go ahead and jump into old Spider-Bud here and see what we got. And one thing I've got to remember is that, let's go ahead and read here. So we have track target foes that have killed an ally. Okay. The hunt begins, become active and target foes for 2 scenes after an ally dies. So that is Spider-Bud. Dinner time targets foes with a cocoon status effect, and that's all the way down the line. So we could do that, or we could just go for a kill on Spider-Bud there. And I mean, how strong are these guys? So, you know, what are we looking at here? I mean, we're looking at some defense dice here. I mean, do I really want to focus on these guys? Unless, I wonder if it gets weak. Because there's like a shield over it. I'm kind of curious. Okay. So, you know, let's say we want to get some burn on you. On Clash Win, we can power of opponent's next die by reduce the power. Let's see, we have on hit inflict 2 burn. Yeah, so I mean, I just want to. Oh no, we can't. So we have to kill them. Interesting. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and see what Hostle's doing here. So Hostel, we have discard the page with the lowest cost. We have, you know, gamble down there, which I think I'm gonna go for. These guys are weak to blunt damage though, so maybe not. Let's change that plan around so it'll discard Fierce Onslaught. We'll go for that. That should target Hostle's page, perfect. And we don't have enough light for these. We can do Fierce Onslaught, but like I said, they're kind of weak to blunt damage. I think we'll be okay here. We're just gonna target 1 and go for it. We can see that Odd is being attacked quite viciously here. I mean, it's just defense though, so, you know, it's not that bad. We could give 1 protection. Yeah, sure, we'll do that. We'll go for this Spider-Bud. And then we, of course, want some blunt damage so we can hit paralysis. So, you know, we'll not go for that because we're out of pages. Scratch that. I mean, yeah, we might as well just go ahead and use this guy. I mean, it's gonna obliterate something. This might be a longer fight than I anticipated. Granted, they're not that strong, but deflect. Ow. Okay. Deflect, perfect. All right, good. These guys hurt. Yeah, they hurt a little bit. Okay, but we've staggered. Good. Okay, 1's dead. That's good. So Hostile is going to be targeted. Odd is taking a lot of damage. And I guess that's one thing I've got to consider. But all right, look at the day. And I'm going to put that on Vicky. I'm thinking this is Hostile and it's not because of the black hair, but yeah. Okay, so Vicky. So now we got to remember, make sure that we use these at the right time. So yeah, Vicky's being targeted. That's fine. We can use this to defend. Granted, an evade might be better. Wait, 1 to 4 evade. We'll go for a defend at least. And then, you know, we'll just have one light. Yeah, sure. We'll reduce the power of you. Actually, no, you have health, so we'll reduce the power of... Go. So, hostile gamble. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and throw some pages at you. We have to break those defensive die, which is possible, but we'll see. Hod's not being attacked, which is good. We'll be able to heal a little bit. We want some blunt damage, so we'll just do one of these. Hod's not being attacked, though, so maybe we just want to go for something more... Kind of like I said, they're more of... they're more weak, prone to stagger damage. So let's make sure we get the anger face. There we go. Perfect. Oh, it's actually attacking. Whoa! Oh, that's right. If we kill something, it attacks someone. I wonder if its defense goes down. I should have paid attention to that. I did not pay attention to whether its defense goes down. And I don't think it spawns anything new. So once we get these spiders out of the way, we're pretty much home free. At least I want to say we are. That'll kill with burn. But we're going to overkill it. That's fine. So I wonder if... Oh, no, it is... Okay, its defense is down. Ah, okay, I see. I think Vicky should be fine. Should be is the keyword there. We're going to do a big hit, and we're going to stagger you. And we're going to do a, I guess, retaliate. I mean, it's... Because, yeah, we'll stagger so we can do some extra damage to you. Okay, that's probably a little bit overkill. That's fine. Discard all pages on use. I mean, we can use these anyway, so it's fine. We'll do that. All right, perfect. We're not gonna worry about the face because Vicky is staggered. I'm gonna keep saying hostile over and over again. Okay, not gonna die, but definitely gonna take some damage for sure. And we're not gonna... Oh, no, we are gonna stagger. Perfect. And we're actually gonna kill. So we're good now. Okay. Slash dice gain 1 to power. Take 2 to 5. No. Yes, and I think I'll put that on Hoss or Vicky. Is Vicky still staggered? No, Vicky's not staggered. All right. So Vicky is being attacked, so it's 10 to 10. If we can clash... I don't think we're going to be able to, though. Yeah, we're going to try and use this. But I don't think we're going to... Well, unless we use this guy. Then maybe. It's possible. We have one light. Yeah, we'll do a flashed up. Flash the sun up, not flashed up. And then honestly, just go for it. I mean, for everything you got at it. Yeah, sure. Go. Yeah, we have the light. Might as well. All right, so, well, it's fine. Okay, and we staggered, so it is what it is. Should have paid attention to the face. That was my bad. I don't know if we would have been able to do anything about it, but we are going to stagger this thing. And I think because we killed the spiderlings, this thing is pretty much, yeah, it's at our mercy. Vicky is staggered again, but Vicky has held on strong with that new Salvador page. It is just incredibly defensive. And then, yeah, we'll just discard all pages and then grab that because it doesn't matter. Which I really find interesting about the discard thing. I mean, as long as you use the pages, the discard doesn't matter at all. But yeah, there's our victory. We killed suppression of Spiderbud. Very good. I wonder, is there a story? Yeah, there is. Okay, so Hod's story.
이곳은 참 고즈넉해서 좋아.
Like how quiet and peaceful this forest
포드랑
be.
마찬가지로 이곳 사서들도 차분한 것 같고.
So that what includes Vicky and Evan? Who was our like a librarian here?
롤랑 왔구나. 지금은 이렇게 조용해 보여도 할 때는 잘하는 사서들이야. 많이 의지하고 있어.
나도 우리 쪽 사서들한테 많이 의지하고 있지. 다 같이 뭐 하고 있었어?
Yeah, I mean, I always forget that Roland he has his own floor of librarians. He's the same as Hod and all of them at this point.
독서 토론을 하고 있었어. 서로 마음에 드는 책을 정해서 읽고 이야기를
Still
나누는
trying to live
거지.
normal lives, which is good.
우리 층 사서들과는 어울리지 않는 모임이구만.
So what about your librarians? What are they like?
참석해 주나 봐.
맞아. 생각보다 적극적으로 도와주고 있어.
몇 명은 귀찮아서 반발하기도 할 텐데.
Protest out of laziness.
넷째였어 봐. 벌써 어디론가 도망쳤을 거다.
That's fair. Netzek would just run off and go take a nap somewhere.
맞아. 내 짜이였으면 정말 그랬을 거야. 그래도 예전과는 다른 게 느껴져. 로보토미 때에도 난 비슷한 모임을 진행한 적이 있었어.
Okay, some lobotomy lore. She used to have little book
그래?
meetups.
평화로운 독서 모임은 아니었을 것 같은데.
Well, unless they're just talking about regular meetups.
맞아. 직원들
Oh, yeah, okay, the counseling.
상담을
Different type of meetup. Right. Right.
상처에게 당하는 것이 두려워서 떨고만 있는 직원들에게 도움을 주고 싶었거든. 하지만 그때는 너무 내 마음대로 밀어붙였어.
Yeah, that's what caused the ordeal. Not the ordeal, the meltdown.
조금이라도 상담을 불편해하는 것 같으면 상처받고 속만 골맞지.
Which caused the whole meltdown situation to
난
happen.
도우려고 하는데
'Cause I can't remember the name of the employee, but there was one employee that made her just absolutely lose her mind.
이런 말해서 미안한데.
Sounds like a tiring one to deal with.
성격이었구만.
There you go, Roland. That's a way to encourage her.
그치?
I mean, I guess
내가
he understands that.
정말 남을 돕고 싶은 게 아니었어. 그냥 내가 위로받고 싶을 뿐이었던 거야.
Consolation for herself.
첫 번째 삶에서 내가 범한 잘못을 용서받고 싶었던 거지. 어떻게든 누군가에게 도움을 줌으로써 말이야.
그래서 직원들에게 좀 도움이 되었나?
Did you get to be a helpful person?
아니, 역시 그런 식으로는 도움이 될 리가 없잖아. 난 엔케팔린에도 손을 댔어.
Oh, I don't remember her trying echinephrine.
엔케팔린이라. 마약에도 손을 대다니 꽤 충증이었군.
That is a known thing. Okay.
그런
I thought that was just kind of in Lobotomy Corp. Well, I guess that's
도움을 받지
Cogito
못했어.
that I'm thinking of.
무슨 짓을 하더라도 난 나쁜 사람이고 내가 주인이란 짐을 덜어내지 못했으니까.
그 짐을 내려놓을 수 있을 뻔했는데 엔젤라가 마지막에 망친 건가?
I was about to say she was about to, but wait, didn't she? No, she didn't side with Angela this time. It was just Bina. Granted, there were some librarians who were like, yeah, fine, we'll work with you, but
정말 그랬어. 엔젤라가 우리를 가로막을 때도 들은 생각이 그랬어. 이기적이지? 이번에야말로 속죄할 수 있었는데 다 허사로 돌아갔구나. 웃기지? 그때까지도 멍청하게 깨닫지 못한 거야.
I go back and forth whether I feel bad for Hyde. I mean, I do feel bad for Hyde. You know, she did betray the corporation. It's just kind of human nature when it comes down to it, I think.
행동만으로 좋은 사람이나 더 나은 사람이 될 수 없다는
Yeah, you
거야.
can't just become a good person through a good deed or two.
행동이 아니라 그것을 하게 하는 마음이 중요한 건데.
Yeah.
심경의 변화가 생긴 계기라도
I think Hyde is a good character. Just a lot of misunderstanding and not realizing about herself.
아이러니하게도
I think she's good natured,
이곳에서
just
다른 사사들과 제대로 마주하며
it's hard to
이야기하고
say. I mean, she is good
지금처럼
natured.
여러 모임을 열다 보니 알았어.
Her intentions were good, but they were a little abrasive at first. I think.
이번 독서 토론 모임도 조심스럽게 제안한 거야. 롤랑 말처럼 마음에 들어하지 않는 사서도
Yeah, a few
있었지.
librarians didn't like the idea at first.
하지만 이 모임을 여는 것에 대해 내가 어떤 마음인지 서로 대화를 하고 나니 적극적으로 참여해줬어.
Okay.
방법이나 행동이 중요한 게 아니야. 마음을 부딪혀가는 것이 필요했던 거지.
Should lay our hearts on the open and let our thoughts confront each other.
결과적으로는 좋은 현상.
Communication. All's well that ends
그러게
well.
말이야.
For sure. Maybe Angel will look forward to this
혹시
outcome.
엔젤라가 이런 결과도 기대한 걸까?
우리의 자존심 높은 도서관장님이 그런 섬세한 배려를
Not sure if our
했을까나?
prideful Miss Librarian Director had the delicacy to set up a plan so considerate.
그래서 이번에는 제대로 부딪혀 볼 거야.
Communicate with Angela, even though, you know, Roland had his arms and legs cut off when he tried that at first. But yeah, it'll be fine.
무엇을?
You'll be fine. For what exactly?
나의 마음과 생각을
Let her know
제대로
what you think.
엔젤라에게.
Good luck, Hyde. I want to see that.
꽤나 큰 용기가 필요할걸?
Definitely gonna take some courage.
맞아. 아직도 엔젤라는 좀 멀고 무섭게
I think Angela's getting better
보이지만
though, especially since Roland got here.
그래도 다가가 볼 거야.
나도 옆에서 응원해줄게.
상황이 안 좋아지면 예전처럼 팔다리가 날아갈 수도 있는데?
Did they see that? Or did Roland mention it to Hod? I don't remember if Roland mentioned that to Hod. Because they were technically asleep when that happened.
물론 조금
In the distance, of
멀리서.
course. Makes a lot of sense.
롤랑도 나 같은 겁쟁이네.
겁쟁이끼리 용기 내보자고.
Birds of a feather flock together.
응원 고마워, 롤랑.
Floor of Literature, level up. We have one assistant librarian. You have now access to the Admiralty pages, and the emotion level threshold has increased to level 4. All right, so we've got some new things here. Floor of Literature, the Cocoon, and let's see, with Spiderbud. So on hit, if a dice rolled maximum value, inflicts 1 to 2 paralysis, bind, and fragile next scene. Ooh, okay. On hit against a staggered enemy, all allies recover 2 to 4 HP. Oh, what is a mass attack? That's new. Enemies lose 1 power in clashes against the selected librarian. Upon winning a clash, inflict 1 bind and fragile next scene at a 50% chance. Okay, so those are pretty cool. All right, so the next Admiralty we're going to do is Porcubus, but for right now, I think that's going to have to call it for this episode. I had a lot of build crafting. I'm kind of tired. My brain honestly needs a little bit of a break from this one, but hope you guys enjoyed it. We got a good bit of story. We got an Admiralty out of the way. We got 2 floors down. We got the floor of the Church of Gears and then the floor of the Dawn Beat. So next we're going to move on to Spiderbud, and we're going to keep going up the invitation list here and get to whatever this ranking is. But if you guys enjoyed it, please let me know down below. If you have any feedback, suggestions, ideas, concerns, whatever you have in mind, just let me know down below. Otherwise, hope you guys have a great rest of your day where you may be. As always, thank you for spending some of your time here, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.